going on, everybody? It's your boy Kelzzz.
I'm Caakes.
BlasianHeatRock.
We're at the Live from the 7-5 Podcast Crew, episode 5 in the works right now. What's going on, y'all? How y'all been? I ain't seen y'all all week.
Snowed in. Missed a couple episodes because recorded.
Oh my gosh, that snow is annoying. Like at first I was thinking, it's not gonna snow.
Yeah, that jump was in the way though. I ain't gonna lie. I still had to go to work though.
Yeah, I called out. I had PTO time, the time that Trisha
Oh my gosh.
Caakes have. She had all the PTO.
I use my PTO for real vacations.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have a choice to use PTO at all.
They set my boy up in a hotel and everything.
You know, my job they do all right. You know, they do all right when they want to do all right. They put me up in a little hotel, made sure I came to work. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, it is what it is out here. But like I said, man, episode 5.
Episode 5.
I got a special guest in the building. I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. But matter of fact, I'm gonna get it in 1 second. 1 second. Okay, cool. Caakes, what you bumping to right now?
So I'm definitely listening to Malk Fisher. That's MALCFISHER on Instagram.
Okay.
Shout out to the whole set. I'm looking forward to them
set.
being really great in 2017.
Okay. That's your prediction?
That's my
for
prediction.
2017.
That's one of my 2017 predictions.
Okay. What about you, Blasian? Who you rocking to right now for 2017? Who you're predicting right now?
Breeze Barker. I think he got something.
Love Breeze.
Working.
Breeze for 2017?
Breeze for 2017. I know Case just said Mount, but I think Mount got something up his sleeve. The whole set.
Okay, whole set too.
Whole set.
Okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with one of these. 2017, I got Young Crazy having a crazy year.
So I actually listened to a lot of Young Crazy this week, and I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, now you on it. Now you on the wave. Now when I was saying the wave, y'all wasn't on the wave. Okay, I feel you.
I think it was more so I hadn't heard a lot of his songs. I had just heard like the one song.
Okay.
And then like I went back and listened to everything. He's pretty good.
Okay. I'm with it. You know,
Shout out Crazy Camp.
Crazy Camp. We out here. Crazo. Young Crazo. Yeah, I'm out here with I rock with Crazy. I also think I did hear that Intellect's supposed to be dropping something.
ATR died.
Yeah. So if Intellect's dropping something too for 2017, I definitely gotta check that out.
Shout out Lucid. He's been doing a lot of mini trailers on Instagram. I like him, so I'm looking forward to what he's gonna do in 2017 as well.
Yeah, I think Lucid might got something up his sleeve as well. I want to see another anthem from Lucid. I felt like 2016 the whole squad anthem. I thought that was pretty dope. So I'm challenging you to put another anthem on for 2017. Yeah, for 2017. I don't know if you're gonna top it, but hey, the video was lit, everything. So I want to see that for 2017.
Also, I think Driver gonna come through.
Whole set?
I think he gonna come through. I don't know. Is he part of the whole set or is he affiliate?
Yeah. He the captain.
Man.
He the captain of the whole set.
He the captain.
Okay. So you saying A Driver too? 2017.
I think A Driver got something up his sleeve. I know he about to perform for Dave East.
Yeah, Dave East Thursday at Origami. Make sure y'all pull up on that. If y'all make sure y'all pull up on that. Of course, you know what I mean. That's gonna be lit. I think the tickets is like $15 or something like that. So y'all may want to pull up on there. And
if you had the made an offer, I'm pretty sure you can get in for like $2.
Yeah, I got them.
I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, I got
extra discount.
Yeah,
for the whole Norfolk.
Yeah, you got to get a made in Norfolk hat if you're paying. You know what I mean? He got the whole thing popping right now. Norfolk, Newport News,
sweatshirts,
hoodies,
sweatsuits,
all that. So make sure y'all check that out too. But let's get to the real reason why we're here today. You know what I mean? We definitely got that special guest here. Straight from the 7-5, from the gutter from the 7-5. You know what I mean? Y'all can hear him on Hot 91. You know what I mean?
Radio DJ?
Radio DJ. I got a radio DJ.
We moving on up.
We moving up out here, man. Come on. We got your boy DJ Dre Diz in the building.
What up?
We definitely appreciate you coming through.
Man, I appreciate the look, man.
Definitely coming through and blessing the mics for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling the wave, man. Y'all definitely started a wave with the podcast thing, and I'm glad y'all reached out to me.
Can you repeat that again for the listeners who may not have heard you the first time?
Yeah, it's a whole lot of new podcasters out here, but Live from the 7-5 started this podcast wave, man. A lot of people jumping on it now.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all hear that? You know what I mean?
Thank
No
you.
shots fired. We just speaking facts.
Shots fired from Caakes Batter.
We just in our lane.
Hey.
So everybody, if you doing your thing, do your thing. We just in our lane.
We just in our lane.
HOV lane though.
Minding our business. You know what I mean? But definitely, like I said, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through, man. We got some good questions for you and all that, man. But I definitely want to kick it off with I ask everybody, what you riding to in your whip right now? You being a DJ, you know what I mean? What you riding to in your whip?
Listening on the way over here, I was listening to Smoke DZA and Pete Rock. They got a mixtape together. It's called Don't Smoke Rock. It's fire. I mean, all your favorite artists is up there. Dave East, Rick Ross, Big Crit, Don Kennedy.
Bars.
I mean, the list go on. He got Jadakiss and Styles up there.
Bars.
Thank you for that.
It's a dope mixtape.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hell of a mixtape.
So you ain't got one. It's not one particular person right now. You just
Nah, I mean that's what I rode over here with. I'm gonna ride with that probably for the next few days because it's fire.
okay.
That's how I am, man. I check for new music, man. I like new hip hop too. It ain't all about trap because I don't listen to trap music when I'm not DJing. So yeah, I'm always on the wave, man, looking for new joints.
No trap music when you not DJ?
Nah, none at all, man. I'm old, man.
No Migos?
I knew it was coming. Hey, look,
Migos.
listen. I knew it was coming. I knew he was gonna say something about this Migos.
I do like Migos. I had
Hey,
I had a conversation with my mans the other day. I said you can't knock Migos. Everything they put out was a hit. Everything.
Facts.
From Fight Nights and Freak No More to Vance
Versace.
Wealthy, the list goes on and on.
I don't
So
wanna be a freak no more.
I can't be mad at them. Those songs actually do make me move in the club. So yeah.
See, I call myself a real pure hip hop fan, but I found room in that little vault area for the Migos,
It's always
man.
one, man. It's okay to have
It's
a
called
guilty
mood
pleasure.
music. Like, it's whatever mood you're in to listen to. But I've listened to Migos, and I'm telling you, like, when I dissect lyrics, it's horrible. I'm like, why am I listening to this? It's killing brain cells.
Yeah, if you're looking for bars, you're not gonna listen to that.
I know. That's why you can't really pay attention to what they're saying, but it's hard because eventually you're going to listen to the lyrics. You're not going to dance forever.
True.
So,
I'm a hater.
with that being said, what you listening to?
I said what I was listening to.
You did?
We all said what we were listening to.
Yeah, locally. That was locally.
Did I say something? I don't know. I be lost in
I
the
got
sauce.
tricked into listening to G Herbo.
Nah.
Nah, I'm gonna pass on him too.
I just seen an interview with him for the first time, so I didn't know who he was. I guess he's from Chicago. But go ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
I had
he's
the
got a
pleasure
SoundCloud,
of being
right?
introduced to him years ago from Nicki Minaj. However, that one song was great, and then I'm listening to like his mixtapes now, and I'm just kind of like,
Okay.
I'll
he's
be
not
honest.
for me.
I just took off from listening to local artists just because they've been, I'm not gonna say blowing us up. They've been hitting us up with music. It's just left and right. I've been listening to local artists every day for the last 3 weeks now.
I feel you.
I actually went in the vault. I'm still unpacking in my house, so I had a crazy CD collection, and I pulled out the Redman and Method Man album.
Yeah, I seen you post that.
You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to a lot of that first one.
Yeah.
And just been listening to a lot of old school stuff. Hooked up my music equipment, and I'm just just trying to get that vibe again. So I've been listening to a lot of old school. I'm not gonna say old school rap because I don't consider that old school rap. That was just in the late '90s, early 2000s. So I've been listening to a lot of that music.
It's
So
not a millennial rap. It's not the new millennial
Yeah,
rap.
it's not new wave rap, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's not-
That's
it's not-
classics. You're going back to the classics. Then that's our age classics. Like you know what I mean. So
Yeah, like that's what I listen to. I listen to old age classics like from the 80s to.
because we all 80. Well, we were born in the 80s. We were raised in the 90s. So we grew up on bars and lyrical content. So I mean, a lot of these young kids out here, they don't know it. They just know the mumble rap.
yeah,
So
of course.
Shout out to the mumble rap. You like the mumble
I
rap.
don't knock them though, man. Like you
knock.
gotta let the young kids be them.
I agree.
Gotcha.
I agree.
When we was 18, 19, the music we listened to our parents was like, man, y'all don't know what y'all listening to.
The hell is this?
Great though.
And that's kind of how we are now as we getting older. We like, man, I don't know what y'all young kids listening to now. So I let them be them.
Yeah, it's an evolving cycle.
Yeah, I let them be them.
So let's go into this since we talked about kid. At what age or when did you say I want to be a DJ, or I'm actually good at this, or you know what I'm saying? But like, when did you say, yo, like I want to be a DJ?
You know what,
I want to get some equipment.
Deep down inside, I always wanted to be a DJ because I always had the illest selection of music. Even like back in the day, all my friends, they come borrow CDs from me, whatever. I used to, burn people's CDs for $5, like that when that was the wave. And
sound like me.
Yeah, man. Like
I was the Maury High School Connect.
Yeah, man. Like I always wanted to do it. And one day I was just sitting on my computer going through my iTunes. My boy was like, "Yo, you should be a DJ. You got all this music." I was like, yo, you right. And I started downloading programs and learning how to do it on my own, man. I taught myself.
What time frame was this?
This is like 2007.
Oh, okay.
2007, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually this year will be my 10th year in DJing, man.
Dang,
10 years in. 10 years in.
So how did you start DJing? What equipment did you use starting out?
I bought a controller, like a Newmark controller, man, just so I could learn the basics. Cause I wanted to learn how to move, blend, transition, all that good, like the fundamentals of it.
Beat matching and stuff like that.
Yeah, all of that. And once I got that, I was like, I can start interacting with other DJs, and I would, meet up with DJs. They had their 1200s, and I learned a little bit from them here, there, and the third.
Yeah.
And I ended up rocking with an NS7, man. I had that joint for like 5 years now. So the NS7 is where I'm at. It's like the medium between controllers and turntables, So
have you ever had the 1200s? Cause they stopped making them, so you never bought them.
Nah. I came up from the hood. I couldn't afford no 1200s. I'm gonna be real.
That hood shit, man.
I'm being honest. I couldn't afford no 1200s. I have nobody giving me no 1200s. Like I said, nobody even taught me how to DJ, so I had to do everything on my own, man. I got it from the mud, for real.
My first pair of turntables was some Gemini belt drive turntables.
I know about
Shout out
those.
Gemini.
Yeah, them shits was like $200. My parents thought it was the best turntables ever. I tried to scratch on that shit. This shit wasn't a go.
Damn.
Wasn't a go.
I
So
thought
then
you would probably started with like some Sonys, since your family from you Korean and shit. You know what I mean? I thought you would probably came in from that.
No, and then I had from there I saved up. I was selling mixtapes and CDs and stuff, and I was making beats as well. I saved up for like a 1200. It was one because in 1200 was like $750.
Yeah, exactly.
A turntable, and it's not even including your needle.
Yeah, or the mix or nothing.
And so from there I bought that equipment, and that's how I learned how to DJ and everything. Then I sold the shit because the shit was just too expensive, and then Serato came out. So with that being said, did you come up during that time using Serato, or did you at least learn how to get records?
I came up straight off Serato, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, oh yeah, I was carrying crates and all that. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But I was around people who was, like DJ A1, Puff Dragon. Like, I used to watch these
Puff
guys.
Dragon, he that dude.
I used to watch these guys when I was younger, like, oh man, like, okay, that's what they doing. And, I'm from the hood. I watched Kid Capri, Def Jam, back in the day when I was younger.
They was killing it.
I already knew what it was about, but like I said, I started straight Serato.
Can you DJ? If I give you some records right now, could you do what you can do?
Yeah,
with them records.
I can. See, over time, in dealing with a lot of the DJs in the 757, the older ones, the veterans, they like, yo, you dope. We gonna get you in these 1200s. And, I got my lessons.
You got to preserve the culture, I think.
Yeah,
when it comes to that.
For real, that's what
I like. I seen some. I'm out here. I guess y'all can call me the 757 stalker. I guess.
Wow.
And I want to say about music.
Lurking.
When it comes to music, when it comes to like what's going on in the area, I'm the 757 stalker. Like I find out what's going on, whatever. So I've seen Facebook Live videos with you and Illmatic getting it, going back and forth and having competitions and all that. Like I'm out here. Like,
Illmatic's dope.
Yeah, like I'm out here watching. You know what I mean? So like people don't even know, like, low key, like, I see it. You know what I mean? I see a lot of things that people don't even know that I see. But I'm out here.
We post things like that because, like you said, we're trying to preserve the culture, man. DJing now has become, like, a celebrity thing. Like, if you ask somebody why they getting into DJing, it's not because they love music. You know, if somebody asks me, yo, why you DJ? Because I love music. You know, I used to rap and make beats, all of that. I used to play instruments, everything. So I DJ because I love music. So even if I wasn't getting paid for it, I'd still be home somewhere with turntables, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. So yeah, we post stuff like that to let people know that's what it's about, man.
So what he's saying, y'all, and I'm not gonna say shots fired. Fuck
Shots
y'all button
fired.
pushers. That's what he's saying. Fuck y'all button
I mean,
pushers.
yeah, on a serious note, man, because a lot of cats now, they just want to be a DJ to get their mans in the club free, get some drinks, and, you know, have that celebrity, you know, moniker behind it. Like, oh, yeah, I'm DJ so-and-so. But it take a long time, man. And it takes somebody that's a veteran to you know, bless you, basically. Like, yo, you earn these stripes. You can't give yourself your stripes, you know what I mean?
They out here backspinning with a button, pressing the button. It's crazy.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Since you say that you got into it because you love music, what was your overall goal for yourself becoming a DJ?
Honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna make it to radio or nothing. I didn't have no goals or none of that. I was just like, yo, I just want to go. I just want to be able to spin and have people hear me. And like this was, like I said, 08, 09, before people really started blowing up on the podcast. I was like, yeah, I want my own radio show, man. I can do this in the third. And I spoke it into existence, you know. I'm Norfolk State alumni, so, you know, I went to Norfolk State.
Yeah, that's you. Green and gold.
Yeah, you know, behold the green and gold.
You know what I mean? I'm out here. I wanted them too.
I went to school there. I did an internship at the radio station.
Bands.
And yeah, me too.
Sally Mae listening.
bands,
We have to edit that.
50 bands right there.
Let's not even discuss it, man.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. That's
yeah,
that,
man. So I did the internship with Hot 91. I learned how to run the boards and all that at radio. And I mean, Illmatic had a show. We started doing a show together, Afternoon Drive. And then after that, you know, the program director pulled me in. He was like, yo, you got it. You know, you got what it takes. And we want you to have your own show. And they put me on Saturday nights. And I've been there ever since, man. This is my 3rd year in radio.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So how do you get plugged into DJing at Hot 91?
Strictly through the school, man. Like, I was just going to school and did the internship and was just like, this is what I want to do. I had already been a DJ. So I kind of brought that to them when I was doing my internship. Like, yeah, I'm already on. Like, I already DJ. So I'm not coming in here asking for a DJ spot. I'm coming in here to actually learn how to do radio. And that's what they respect the most. Because a lot of DJs hit me up now like, yo, man, what do I need to do? Who do I need to holler at to get on Hot 91? I'm like, yo, for real, you got to present a package to them, man. You can't just be like, oh, I want to DJ from 5 to 8 on Saturdays. What's up?
But it's definitely, it's definitely different when you come into it like, you know what I'm saying? No, like I already know how to. I already have the craft. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to show you what I got, and it's different from you just being like, hey, I just want to be a DJ. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I mean? But you already. So I see why they was fucking with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like I had DJing under my belt before I got into radio. Because if people that know me, that see me out spinning, I'm not a big mic talker. Like, I'm not even really a fan of DJs that do that shit all the time. You know, like talk all over the songs and
Thank you.
whatever, you know.
Funk Flex.
It's a legend, though. You can't talk about a legend.
Yeah, Flex a legend, but you know, it's cats out here that do the same thing, you know. So I'm like, I'm not a big mic dude. I'd let my hands do the talking, man. And if you're a good mixer, you ain't really gotta say a whole lot to get people moving. So
You're doing it for the culture.
yeah, I always do, man. I always will. For real, that's what it's all about.
So I heard you mention that you were networking. Through networking and through DJ, through your experience, who would you name as your top 5 DJs?
Talk that shit.
Do you mean locally or just overall? Like, you know,
We want to know locally. Well, matter of fact, no. Let's start. Nah, fuck that. Let's go.
Yeah,
local.
we want
Let's get that local top 5.
Live from the 7-5.
Hold on. Our last guest had a top 5. He couldn't get there.
He didn't
We
give us
want to
5.
hear. We
He
want to
gave
hear.
us
Your,
5.
He didn't.
nah, he didn't give us 5. We had to.
listen,
But-
I can give you 50. That's how real it is.
We
man.
want
Like,
your
Well,
top
give all of them.
5.
Okay,
top 5
the
plus
area.
7.
This how I gotta do it. This is exactly how I gotta do it, man. For
And keep it
total,
real.
yeah,
Yeah.
for total clarity. They gotta be a veteran top 5 first. Like DJs has been out here for a minute putting it down. You know, you gotta get them prop first.
And let me, before you even do that, it don't have to be a DJ that's been in the clubs. It don't have to be a DJ just on radio. Just your top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. my veteran DJ top 5 would be.
See how you categorize it?
Yeah, because it's
See how you
real.
do that shit.
It's real. It's enough.
Nah,
it's,
we respect that.
It's enough to go on and on, man.
that.
So there's no way you can't get 5.
Okay.
DJ B. I definitely gotta give him props, man. Out here. DJ Curry is another one out here. DJ Big B from the Buddha Brothers, another one out here. He's been
Rest in
putting
peace,
work
Law.
for a long time. Yeah, rest in peace, Law.
I forgot.
See, DJ E. You know what I'm saying? On the alley. You know what I'm saying? He been putting in work for a long, long time.
Okay.
And Jack of Spade, man. Jack of Spade,
Jack of
man.
Spade is
You know,
one.
we grew up to this dude. You know what I'm saying? And I put him. That's like my vet top 5. Like, man, y'all the ones that paved the way for the next wave of cats. That's like your Puff Dragons, your DJ Hips, DJ Stress. You know that.
I miss Stress.
You know what I'm saying? That wave of cats came in, and I don't want to miss no names, but you know it is more in that.
Name some more. Name some more.
It's more in that tier. You know what I'm saying? DJ D.
So you broke
DJ
it down into tiers.
Yeah, DJ D, DJ C now, you know, those are a lot of veteran DJs as well, man. They put in a lot of work. You know, shout out to Cheese Town Radio too. C now doing their thing.
Yeah.
Then it's like the new wave DJs, the club DJs. And honestly, it's about 10 of us. Honestly, that's like in the club circulation that's rocking on a regular basis, man.
So you just took our top 5 and expanded this shit.
Yeah, man, because it's necessary, man. I don't want no DJs to feel slighted. You know what I'm saying? So, like out here, you got BP Swavey, a dope DJ. You probably know him.
Know of you.
Yeah, know of you.
Yeah, I'm out here. Look, what I tell y'all, I'm out here. I know everybody. I'm out here.
I heard about him. I heard about him.
You know what I'm saying? Illmatic.
X Factor. Is he part of X Factor?
Yeah, he's still X Factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illmatic's killing it.
Illmatic Beats.
DC.
DJ
DC. You know what I'm
103.
saying? He's everywhere. Havoc. DJ Havoc is
DJ
out
Havoc.
there. DJ Marky Mark is out there. DJ Flood is out there.
Flash Flood.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
DJ Fly.
Maury.
Flood be in the barbershop with me. I see you.
I'm
Fly
you know,
is funny.
Yeah, man, that's my dude, man.
I like that you named him
I'm
too.
out there, you know what I'm saying? Chino out there. Man, it's a whole lot of DJs that's in this wave now. It's in the club on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? They all got a little spot. And then it's the new up and coming DJs, man, that's getting wrecked, you know, like. And then I forgot DJ Eminem, you know what I'm saying? He wrecking things.
Definitely.
DJ J Skills, you know what I'm saying? He be wrecking things. DJ Problem, shout out, you know, he Hot 91 family. DJ Problem, DJ Rel on Point, feeding the streets. So,
Hey, DJ Rel.
you know, it's
Just throwing them all out there.
bro, it's a lot of
So
us.
it's a
You
whole
know what's
lot
funny?
of them.
And
You're still gonna miss something.
And I'm still, yeah,
when
exactly.
you get in the car, you're gonna be like, damn, I forgot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like DJ
When this
Hall.
podcast air, someone's gonna text you like, really?
Yeah, because I'm
forgot me,
forgetting
bro.
like your
You know what I mean?
DJ Hulk, DJ LIT, you know.
Precise.
Did you say Havoc? I like
Precise.
Havoc,
Yeah, I
too.
said Havoc.
I like- okay.
Precise, my man.
Tyson?
Tyson. DJ D Hawks, you know, the turntable bully.
X Factor.
And then the female DJs, we can't forget about them. You
Okay.
know, it's DJ Erica B, DJ E Shorty, DJ
Hey,
Kira, DJ Dirty Die,
Yeah.
DJ Shamrock. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I want to apologize to Dirty Die. I said her name wrong in one of these podcasts.
told
don't,
you.
You did, right? You corrected me. I did definitely say
He
Dirty
called you
D.
DJ Dirty D.
And I meant
like
to say
that.
Dirty
Nah,
Die.
it's Dirty,
And I definitely
Dirty Die,
apologize
man.
for that, DJ Dirty Die.
Lady Desire, like I could do a top 5 just females. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like they get some love out here too, man. So
Okay. Well, definitely.
I think you mentioned something that some people might have missed, and you said growing up in this area, there are people that I can not mention. So like someone else may not have the same
What, mindset?
mindset because they're not from here.
Yeah.
So they might not have like the same respect or loyalty.
Let's touch on that for a second. So what she's getting into is episode 4. We had DJ Chino on.
Hold on, I was getting to what I thought about what he said.
Nah, fuck that. So look, episode 4. We had DJ Chino.
Where's my popcorn?
DJ Chino. A lot of people, felt slighted because of they felt he was being biased in his top 5. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was the direct backlash
Because
for
you're the envy of the show.
you know what I'm saying? Like if y'all
I
call
mean, you
me,
was talking the most
And
on
we
that
all
show.
We appreciate you taking that
I
hate.
I took the bullets for the whole team.
Somebody got to take one for the team.
I would have popped off.
Like,
Kelzzz was quiet.
like people was tagging me, people was calling me because they felt what Chino said was bias. You know what I mean? And I understand what he was saying was he named DJs that he actually knew, like he actually hung with or whatever. And that's all fine because what I did was I put it into a perspective of if you're from New York and you're from Cali, and I said name your top 5 rappers of all time, and I asked somebody from Cali name their top 5, they're gonna give me completely different answers.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you might be from Cali, you might give me all West Coast rappers, and you from over here from New York, you might give me all New York rappers. But I can't be mad at you for what you say out of your mouth.
Yeah, man. Everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock nobody's opinion. That's his opinion of his top 5. That's his top 5.
But the problem is he only gave us 4. He didn't even give us 5. But
That's his opinion, though. You
that
can't
was
get
his
mad
opinion.
at that.
I didn't get mad at it as me being a host. You know what I'm saying? But people ripped me a new one. Like Facebook, Instagram, like people DM me, calling
Maybe.
me.
But that's I can't even blame him for that because he's busy. He don't be out in the he does the clubs and then he do him. He's not in the DJ community to the point where he's mixing it up with other DJs that he might not necessarily know because that's how I did it. I used to go to these Expression Tuesdays when it was at Spades and DJs that I didn't know or never saw spin in my life. I would be front row watching. You know what I'm saying? I'd be front row watching them like
Networking.
yeah, like, oh man, this what y'all doing over here. And over time I started to meet people and the DJs in the Expressions committee invited me on. They wanted me to be on the committee. They was like, yo, you're a young guy, but you a student of the game, man, and we like what you're doing. So
you saying like you saying you're not biased to his opinion. You know what I mean? Like his opinion is his opinion.
yeah, I mean
You can't fault that man.
you can't blame anybody
So
if they don't know better.
So y'all hearing this from another DJ's mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't attack the host.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
y'all can't
Don't
blame him.
attack the host.
If you don't
Continue to attack Kelzzz.
Like
Get our
people,
ratings up.
I took the fight, you know what I mean, for everybody on this Live from the 7-5 podcast. People that y'all see and hear and unhear, you know what I mean? But I took it for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And people really had a lot of things to say about it. Like not even just like guys. It was just women too that felt like they didn't like the fact of what Chino said out of his mouth. And a lot of people said they felt like he was arrogant and things like that. I didn't take that from that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I didn't either. Like I said, at the end of the day, you can't fault anybody that doesn't know better.
Gotcha.
If that man not in the loop with the rest of the DJs in the community, then he's not gonna know who's hot or who is actually putting in real work out here besides what you see on Instagram and social media. Because that shit is facade, man. Let's be real. A lot of cats portrayed something else that they're not on social media.
of course.
Like they're the man
Yes.
or whatever for whatever case.
Exactly.
Egos
If you
or
look at
whatever.
my pictures, it look like I got money. I'm
Me
broke
too.
as hell.
I never thought that
too.
looking at your pictures.
Nah, get out of here. I'm about to fry your ass.
Okay,
Smack
but
your
yeah,
ass
man,
with a
yeah. So
cupcake.
like I said, if you don't know better, then how can you blame that man? You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that piggyback into this right here. So you listen to episode 4.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was dope.
You listen to episode 4 with Chino. And then I saw, via Facebook that you had some critiques or, opinions that you had and you felt about episode.
Right.
4.
Let's get to
Let's get to that.
Let's get to the meat.
You posted
juice.
a comment that you felt, and you said that the promoters in the 757 is whack because they don't want the actual artistry DJs. They want DJs who can fill their pockets.
That's exactly what I said, bro. You was almost right on spot with what I said.
I don't
in the
even need, I
post.
don't need to read that because I know exactly, what said. So I want you to tell me.
Yeah, like put it like this, man. Like I'll tell you exactly what was said in the post. I said, promoters out here are garbage.
Okay.
And I said that.
Can you say some
because-
names or?
Nah,
I
he don't know names.
I don't need to mention the promoter. They know who they are. But I was like, and it's not just that promotion team. There's others out here to do the same shit. But I was like, promoters out here is garbage because they don't book the dope DJs and for their events anymore. They don't. Like before, it'd be a spread of DJs around, and you can get a different vibe everywhere you go, every club you go to. And I was like, they don't do that no more. They book Chino because he's heavy on the promo. And was I lying about that? I wasn't lying, you know what I'm saying? And I think when people saw it and they saw his name on it, they're like, oh, he coming at Chino, because people start commenting right away, and they took it and ran with that shit. You know what I mean?
But do you think you could have said that without mentioning his name?
I could have, and that was my mistake. You know what I'm saying? But even if I didn't say his name, they would have known who I was talking about. So I was like, look, the promoters are booking him for his promo. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here agree that his DJ skills aren't up to par. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna call him garbage,
Yeah,
but
and if you listen to episode 4, listen to key things that Chino said. He said that he's a good DJ. He said he's good. People tell him he's good, but the marketing aspect of what he brings is what makes him great.
Exactly.
And
So
I think he's okay with that. You know what I mean? He knows that his marketing is what's used, and then he even told me and Blasian, that's why he charges what he charges, because of what he's gonna bring collectively as a package.
right. So in the post, I wasn't knocking that. In the post, I pretty much said it straight up. Like, look, y'all promoters, y'all not booking dope DJs. Y'all book him. He get the gigs. Y'all make the money because he bring a promo. And that not, the rest of the DJs out here trying to come up. It's not just him spinning. It's other DJs out here. And the whole reason I made that post is because me and Illmatic got tossed off a night for him.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Now, he didn't know. I give it to him. He didn't know that me and Illmatic was on the Friday night. But the promoters did. So my whole post was about the promoters. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole shit. So when people saw his name, they like, oh,
Little background story.
why he putting in Chino? Well, because he was directly involved in what had just happened prior to me making that post. So that was why he was even on the shit. People start coming at him on the post like, oh, he's whack, he's garbage, da-da-da-da. And I defended the nigga like a good 5 to 10 times in that post, like, yo, we not gonna do that. This is not a Chino bashing post, This is more about the promoter, so I hope y'all getting this right, like, because if y'all can read, it clearly says this in the post. Well, anyway,
People dissect it.
Yeah, anyway.
people looking for something to.
they
turn
took it.
into
They
something
took it
else.
for exactly what they wanted it to, man. And anyway, it got back to him. You know what I'm saying? Got back to him. By screenshot or whatever.
Yeah, screenshot
And,
police is out here.
Yeah, shout out to the screenshot.
The feds.
ministries.
I got the screenshot.
The
I
screenshot
ain't
ministries.
And let me.
Kelzzz
I
work
got
for the
screen-
CIA.
I got the-
Hallelujah.
I got the screenshot within about probably like 3 minutes into the post. I got the screenshot sent to me. It already had like 34 comments on it.
Yo,
Hashtag.
and it
Screenshot
got
ministry.
so crazy. Yeah, screenshot ministries.
Now, if I was
hashtag
smart, I would have hopped in and check out episode 4 live from the 75 podcast.
that. Yeah, you
What
should.
were you doing?
You should
But I
have.
felt
'cause
like it
that
was-
post was on fire.
I
had
felt
to
like
take
it was
down.
so much going on, and then I didn't want to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I took it down for multiple reasons, man. Number one, it was a bad look for what I do at the radio station. You know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than just me as a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I represent Hot 91, so I didn't want that to turn into a Hot 91 versus anybody kind of move. Number two, I took it down because it was confusing people. People were, taking it the wrong way, and I was like, nah, that's not what it is. But by then it was too late. He had already got the screenshot, felt how he felt, whatever. This past weekend, him and DJ NATO was in the club, and I ain't gonna tell you what club they was at, but it was in the club Saturday
I
night.
heard they was in the club.
We don't get advertised money from that club, so
Yeah,
we ain't mentioning the club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mentioning
so,
what the club is.
Shout out, shout
Unless
out.
y'all book me for the live from the 75 podcast.
Yeah, so word is that
Yeah,
they was in the
hold on,
club
let me see this.
in the club dissing me Saturday night.
So
you
I
know?
heard they was in the club. I got the call late night. I'm out here. Listen, I'm out here. I'm connected. I'm well connected.
I did
I'm
too.
one of the people
Well
that's
connected and
that's-
respected.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
well
too. I
connected.
got the call like as soon as it happened, and
It
you
gave
know what I'm
me,
saying.
and what I heard was, similar. Well, of course, what you heard, that some NATO got on the mic and proceeded to call you a happy hour DJ.
Yeah, I heard it was a lot of
That hurt my
negative.
feelings.
I heard it was a lot of negative connotation
a happy hour
in his
DJ
post.
and pretty much fuck DJ Dre.
And basically fuck this, and he made it a point to say my name in the club. But that's what was told to me.
Do he even know you
I
personally?
don't. And that's the odd thing about it, because I don't know Nato personally. I might have bumped into him once time, gave him dap, but I never actually sat down with him like I done sat down with Chino before, or anybody else that I mentioned in the prior. You know what I'm saying? All them DJs I mentioned, I know personally, got their number, then dapped them, chilled with them, whatever.
Okay.
So, it was odd to me that he did call my name out. But so, anyway, I tried to reach out to him, you know what I'm saying, the following morning, Sunday actually. I reached out to him. I was like, I text Chino first. I'm like, yo, I heard what happened in the club last night, but instead of all the back and forth, I'm like, you and I can, rap like men, we're grown men. You can call me, I can call you, whatever. We can iron everything out, because it's really just a bunch of confusion for real.
Bunch of misunderstanding.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want the nigga to be walking around like, oh man, Jizz don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the case. You know what I mean? Now, as a DJ, no, I don't think he's a good DJ in my eyes. So on that aspect, no, I don't fuck with him. But as a man, as a person, he never did nothing dirty to me. So he good people in my eyes, man. But he never hit me back. He never responded to the text.
Okay.
A couple of my peoples got wind that, niggas was talking about me in the club. So they, made their social media posts. And Nato got on one of them. And I commented on that. Blasian, you saw it. And I pretty much told him, like, yo, you need to call me, ASAP. Because if you the one that disrespected me, me and you need to have a conversation about why that shit was said or whatever. Anyway, he never reached out to me either. You know what I'm saying? He ended up talking to one of my people and pretty much stating his case that he tired of niggas bullying Chino. He felt like, he was standing up for him because he felt like Chino wasn't going to say nothing or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, that's cool, but when you do shit like that, then you inviting other people into the party.
Exactly.
He said,
up for your man.
He basically said, fuck you and some shit like that.
I mean, I don't know exactly what was said, but yeah, he pretty much mentioned my name with a negative connotation in a crowded club. It basically put on for niggas, you know what I'm saying? He felt like he was doing it for Chino on his behalf or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but when you stick up for your mans, the same people that you feel like you riding for, I got people that's gonna ride for me too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So rather than it turn into something that's blown out of proportion, niggas get violent and all that crazy shit,
let's talk about it.
Have a conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Call me. Neither one of these niggas have reached out to me yet, so we just gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I heard, I got wind of what happened. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm out here. I got an ear to the streets, you know what I'm saying? And I heard what happened. It was transpired. The crazy thing is we had already had you booked to do the podcast.
I know, right? This is perfect timing.
So
I was already in line
like I was
to
telling
get on the
Blasian, I
show.
said, dude, like
We
I don't
had
know
this in the calendar.
Like I don't know if this was the podcast gods.
The podcast guy's looking out for us.
Yeah,
right
you know
now.
what I mean? Like the podcast guy said, you know what? I'ma just, what the dude doing right?
salt,
The meme,
sprinkle man,
sprinkle some podcasts on us.
Yeah, the podcast guy
Yeah,
definitely
so he sprinkled some on us, but,
this juice on, man, in
You know,
perfect timing.
I definitely understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I don't want it to blow up to be bigger than what it especially when indirectly I wasn't even,
Exactly.
I wasn't even talking about
that was my whole shit.
I was
like,
literally
nigga.
coming at somebody else, but you took it. People gonna always look for the negative in everything.
I agree with that completely.
You know what
I mean, as long as we keep it civil, I mean, people can have different opinions about one another.
Exactly, but
I
now
mean,
I feel violated.
we all grown. There's no need to be physical out here unless it's need be. Like I said, we all got bills and stuff to pay. We got
Man, we all got
responsibilities and stuff like that.
Children and all of that, man. So
Yeah,
and
and
niggas die over dumb
for-
shit
for-
every day. This shouldn't be one of those reasons.
But I
You
feel
know
like
what
for
I'm
you
saying?
to be a man enough to address the situation and say, listen, like let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I feel like certain certain people just, you know, they don't have that in them. That's something that they might not be born with. You know what I mean?
like
Where they
that.
like,
It's been a whole
let's
lot
talk
of,
it out.
It's
You know
been a
what I mean?
whole lot of undercover hating on that man though. You know what I'm saying? So when I made the post and they saw his name in it, everybody who had any kind of hate for him was like, oh, and they went in. And like I said, I defended the man because I was like, you know, that's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna bash him here, but
And I even, you know, talked about that in episode 4, as far as me and Blasian really didn't even get a chance to get all the way into it because we was, you know, kind of short on time. But we were talking about it. You know, he gets a lot of hate, and I don't know if it's. And actually, matter of fact, somebody did tell me why they feel like they don't like him, and they feel like they don't like him because he's not from VA. So why is VA? Listen. Why is VA letting him? You know, why is VA putting him on and letting him
win?
It goes back to that
make their
whole-
money. But I feel like that's hating. You know what I mean? If I come anywhere and you let me come in here and make money, why?
Yeah,
That means that you're not
that?
working. That means that you're not putting in the work to do what you need
And
to
it
do.
goes back
So,
to this is not the co-host's fault.
yeah.
You know what I mean? This is not Kel.
Yeah, I mean-
I didn't say, yo, Chino, you going out. You're like, no, that's not how it worked. You know what I mean? So-
it was.
I don't necessarily agree with that because it's not like you're not working.
Oh yeah, I do a lot.
Yeah, so
I do a lot, man.
yeah, but I'm saying we was talking about
It's-
as far as what
it's
other
favoritism.
people are.
yeah.
Other people saying, oh man, y'all let. I've had people even, why y'all put Chino on there? Why y'all didn't get somebody from the
Because the nigga
757?
is popular, man. That nigga is dope out here. You can't take that away from
Y'all
him.
hear it,
You
man.
know what
I'm
I'm
all in
saying?
with him.
You can't take that away from him at
Getting
all.
the dopest guest out here. Y'all hear that?
but on the same note, if you were coming at it from, hey, we want a DJ out here, that's, you know, then that's when you come with somebody like me, because I'm in the community, man. I'm intertwined with every DJ from here to the peninsula, and we all kind of got a camaraderie, and that's where it should stay. All the DJs should be like a brotherhood more than the competition.
Got you.
You know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying? So when it comes to that, you know, a lot of people, like I said, when it came down to the polls, man, everybody was up there saying, like, you speaking the truth. You saying something true. Well, why is it that I was the only one to say something? You know what I'm saying? And then everybody backed me. You know what I'm saying? After I had already said something. But nobody else spoke up about it. Niggas feel like they scared to get blackballed in the area. Oh, if you talking about him or this promoter or that promoter, you're not going to get any gigs. But I don't believe that. I think the talent should, you know, override that, man.
Speak for itself. I got you. So let's get off of that subject for a second. But
Please do.
let's look at artists in the 757, 2017. Who you got locally that you feel like gonna come through this year and show us something crazy?
There's a lot of artists out here, man, that I like. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot. I like the Dirty Workers. Obviously, I'm affiliated with them.
Okay.
So that goes for, you know, Soprano, bass keys to Jay Skizzle, Timothy Lamb. Like, Timothy Lamb is probably one of the dopest artists in the whole 757 right now. You know,
Okay.
just as far as artistry,
Talk that Dirty Workers shit.
not just bars or you know, hooks or whatever. He can actually compile music. He has a great compilation. You know what I'm saying, in his mind. So I think he gonna do something big.
where they from?
He from here, man, Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk,
Oh, that
Virginia,
Norfolk shit,
man.
man.
You know what I'm
757.
saying? I
Made
think-
in Norfolk.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So you got Dirty Workers.
Yeah, I think I fuck with A Driver.
Okay.
I fuck with A Driver
A
tough.
Driver.
Whole set 2017 prediction coming to
Yeah,
life.
I fuck with A Driver tough, man. You know why? Because he not that much younger than me, but he remind me of me. You know what I'm saying? When I rapped and I had that charisma and I, you know, still had that 90s feel. Like I was a young kid, but I had an old man soul.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
You
what I
definitely
get
have
from
that soul.
A Driver, man. You know, he a young cat, but he dressed like he, you know what I'm saying, from the 80s and shit, like he was really there, and that shit inspires me, you know what I'm saying, to listen to his
I
music.
definitely get the same vibe from both of y'all. You know what I mean? And y'all definitely, if y'all ever linked up, y'all would probably hit it off immediately.
Yeah.
You
We
know
linked
what I
a
mean?
few times, man, at the station. You know, like I said, when me and Illmatic had the show together a few years ago, you know, he would come through, drop, you know, joints off or whatever, and I kicked with him a few times, man.
Yeah,
And
and
Driver,
y'all
a good
both
dude.
got impeccable shoe game. Y'all
Oh,
niggas
yeah.
got
Sneakerheads.
Man,
y'all got a 100,000 kicks.
I do got a lot of sneakers, man.
Hey, put me
My
on to the
fiance
plug,
right
bro.
now is trying to get me to dumb it down because I have no closet space.
Come
fam.
on, like,
Shout out to Sports Zone.
yeah, like
Yeah.
pass the plug on,
I
bro.
got like, yo,
Come
for
on.
real, I got like 70 pair of kicks just at the edge of my bed in shoe boxes right now.
That
Like,
ain't even touched yet.
No, I wear them, but
Oh,
there's
man.
no room for them anywhere. It's serious.
Okay, got you. So what we usually do here, we got a relation. We do relationship questions. You know what I mean? So what we do is our people hit up the live from the 75@gmail.com. Matter of fact, did I say that right?
Live from the 75podcast@gmail.com.
Okay,
Sorry
that's
to the
close.
other email address that's getting all
was
of our
close.
wonderful emails. You can forward them to us.
I always fuck it up. I'm sorry. But
She definitely got some clarity on that.
yeah, I always fuck up the email.
Shout out to
I
our
apologize for that. But we usually
email plug.
what we do is we ask our listeners to submit relationship questions. So for the relationship question of the day, since you our guest,
I think we got two of them.
We're all four will answer it. How about that? We got
Okay,
two
yeah,
questions?
I don't mind.
We got two
two
questions.
Okay, we got two questions.
We popping. We got 2 questions. Episode 5.
Okay, go ahead and ask that question, Caakes.
Oh, which one y'all want to do first? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter.
Whatever you come
Nah,
up
it's
with.
on you.
Okay.
First question.
Okay.
Why do people want to be in a relationship and cheat?
They want the best of both worlds. That's number one.
Okay.
A lot of people want the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that was a dope album.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
No, I mean, but that's true. That's true, man.
Well,
I'll break it down like this. If you ever been in a relationship, you always kind of envy your single friends, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you be like, damn, y'all out here, y'all out there, and I'm at the crib with my girl, man. Your life starts to be not as exciting as your single friends. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But then you've been on the other side of that coin where you're single and you be lonely as shit, bro.
Yo.
You want somebody to be with, and
Yeah.
you start to envy your friends that's in a relationship. Like, damn, I kind of want that. Fuck going to the club every night. I'd much rather be in the crib eating popcorn with my ladies. Like, so you want the best of both worlds. So you cheat because you want to still be in the club with your single friends, and you want to feel like you're still the man. But then you also don't want to be lonely if you don't get no action in the club. You want to be able to come home to
fuck
something.
that dead
So,
shit. That's that real shit right there.
I mean, that's
Shout out to the side chicks with snacks at home.
Shout out to that popcorn you never popped me.
Nah, I'm
Man,
on.
did you contribute to the electric bill?
I did mention popcorn. Hey, look, I did mention popcorn too. Like,
Blaze, you gonna answer that question too?
Damn. I don't know because I hang out with good citizens that don't cheat. And,
That's right.
I mean, I'm not a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm
Hashtag faithfulness.
I'm getting married in October, man. So this
Shout
is
out to
a big
that.
thing for me.
Can we do the podcast at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can.
Oh, man, we about to change
So
the
you getting
game
married in
up.
October, so look, we got a little bit of time left. But you know what I mean? We out here. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
man.
That's
See this
Follow Blaze
Contract
Reed
guru.
Rock.
this guy, man. This guy. Nah, man. I'm cool, man. I'm actually really happy with my fiance, man, and my kids. So
That's what's
yeah.
up. That's what's up. That's what's
So
up.
the question was why?
Answer-
Why do people cheat?
No, that's not the question.
Why do people get in a relationship and cheat?
Yeah.
They might not be making them happy either. You might get in
Yeah.
a relationship
Hold on,
with
hold on.
all kind of
Hold on, you
expectations.
taking over the damn interview.
Cause I'm the love guru,
Hold on,
man.
Hold on. Hold on.
Cake's got her arms open, man. She want these
Niggas
jewels.
trying to take my spot, nigga.
No, we
Hold on,
need
nigga.
someone to give
I
some real
want
advice.
Blasian to answer the question
Oh my
so that you
God.
can answer and then I can answer the question.
He
Go
don't.
ahead,
He
go
don't
ahead.
want you to be popping on the podcast because people gonna stop looking to
Like,
him.
bro, like you trying to take my spot.
I
Hey,
mean,
look, man, I'm the love
This nigga
guru,
trying to be-
man. I got some real good advice, man.
You trying to do happy hours, Hot 91 and live from the sun. Like, bro, nah,
Hey,
nigga,
look,
hold
man.
on, nigga. Let me hold something. Let me have something.
to answer that question, maybe they ain't frying the chicken right. I mean, maybe they ain't
You
folding
don't
the clothes up
You
right.
don't eat chicken though.
God damn it. We're
Stop
not
talking
going to even
this
talk
little
about the Asian jokes today. Maybe, I mean, it might be, some people are petty and they might, I don't know. It really, each person it's a different situation for each person. I mean, my reason to be cheating. If I would to cheat, maybe they drive in my car and don't fill it up. Oh, motherfucker, you ain't gonna fill my car up. My next bitch will. Goddamn, I mean,
That's steady. Your shit is real.
Hold on, you want your girl to put gas in your car?
Shit.
If she drives,
She wants me to pay goddamn $900 for rent. Can you put gas in my car? $30. You can't put $30 because I'm paying the fucking rent.
Hold on, you want your girl to pump gas?
I didn't say pump gas.
Are you making her take the trash out too?
There's equal opportunities out here.
Hey, look, y'all women can't.
Hey,
y'all
keeping
women
it
can't,
real,
listen,
man. Keeping
y'all
it real.
women can't do this independent. Y'all don't need a man thing, and then come back with. Oh, you
I
know what I'm
didn't say I
saying?
was
agree.
independent.
This disclaimer,
and didn't
my
need a man.
advice ain't shit. That's copywritten. So don't follow my advice. I just talk this to talk.
Nah.
Nah, that's totally
Hold on,
true.
Kate. Is Kate? You gonna answer the question?
So shout out to the people that's having their cake and eat it too. I do not live that life. I don't know why
Allegedly.
people cheat in their relationships.
One girl on the day, you're at night. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know why people cheat if they're in a relationship. Stay single. I remember when I was single back in the day.
Shit was fun, right?
It was lit.
It was.
And then I got into a very serious, committed relationship.
That shit whack, right?
It too is lit.
Disclaimer.
Go ahead and answer that, Mr.
It's for me.
Relationship
It's
Guru.
on me. All right, let me
Lord.
tell you like this.
Everybody about to be cheating.
Nah, definitely. Why do
Backseat action.
what's the question again? Why do people cheat? And why do people get in a relationship and then cheat? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna be 100. It's really a maturity thing, to be honest with you.
That's
Like
true.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying. It's all about being satisfied. If you're not satisfied, then you're definitely going to cheat. You know what I mean? It's only so much a person can deal with. If you know what I'm saying. If you ain't satisfied 100, you're gonna fucking find that other 10%, 20%, whatever that you're missing. You're gonna find it somewhere else. And that's just
You gotta work on it too, man.
I mean, it's only so much that you can. You know what I mean?
Your
Like,
expectations can't be but so high, you know, when you get in a
but
relationship.
I'm also a firm believer in, like, you gotta show me that you worth being in a relationship.
True.
You gotta listen. Like, you talking about 90-day rule, nigga? You gotta rock with me for a whole
Oh my
year.
gosh, here go these numbers. Next question.
You gotta rock with me for a whole year.
How many minutes per game she get average?
Look, you gotta rock with me for a whole year before I even consider being in a relationship with you.
I know, man, but you a funny
And
dude when it comes to
two
that.
relationships
You know what I mean?
before the side
be
chick get to
real
make
with
it
it,
to the
like-
main chick.
Yeah, and you gotta. We'll talk. That's episode 1.
That's a whole
episode
nother
1.
episode.
That's episode 1. Go ahead.
We popping today. Episode 5. We got the illest DJ at Hot 91.
One of the illest DJs. We can't.
Yeah,
One
I'm
of
not,
the illest.
You know what? See, I don't take that credit. I ain't the dopest DJ out here, but you know, I am one of the best out
One of the
here.
illest out here. We
Yes,
can't
one of the
discredit
best.
So now, you know, everybody was like, damn, we need to get these relationship questions off. We only get maybe 1, 2 episodes. We got probably 5 of them right now.
Oh
Damn.
wow.
We're going at least
Shout out to the listeners though. I
Shout out
love
to the
y'all.
listeners.
Keep
Like
listening.
Google, man, they
Like-
heard that first response from me and was like, you know what, the son got jewels.
So question number 2, anonymous. My girl said we could have a threesome and told me to pick the girl, but
Don't do it.
every time I suggested a girl, she doesn't like her, but she keeps pushing the issue.
Don't do it.
So
Damn.
so what?
Can
Listen,
I answer first?
Yes, please do.
Well, no, let the guest guess
Nah.
first.
No, we want to hear you.
No,
No,
you
because
spoke
I
up.
have
We're
a
pointing to
whole
you.
theory
You
on
asked for
this.
it.
Guess
You
first.
spoke up
Guess
first.
first. I'm good. Guess first.
I
Just
would
give us a
say-
quick answer so she can give us the answer.
Look, I would say no, man. Don't do it. That's the simple as that, yo. Don't ever have a threesome with your girlfriend and another girl. That shit always turns sour.
So what
Always.
you saying? You saying?
Well, you
trying-
know.
If you do it,
What you
do
know?
it. Listen, if you do it, be single, man. Let everybody be single. It could be somebody that you smashing
advice.
on a regular basis, but y'all not a couple.
Okay.
That y'all both comfortable enough with to be like, hey, we can invite somebody else into this, and we can all have fun for one night or whatever y'all want to do it. But
Okay.
if that's your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife to
Fuck that
be,
DJ shit, man.
whatever.
Is it like that out here, DJing?
I'm just saying.
Hold
Hold on.
Do I need some turntables?
You know, yeah, you know.
Can I hold some?
I feel like a preacher, you know. My past was rough. I had my trials and tribulations.
All right.
But
You said don't pick it.
don't, man. Do not do it. Just if this your girl, just y'all find something else to make y'all sex life good. But a threesome is not the answer if that's your girl.
Wow. You might get some flack for this.
Hey, I don't care. I've had my fair share of threesomes in the past, and I know I'm telling you from experience, my G.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the floor is clear for you now.
Okay.
We want to know what Caakes.
Well, yeah, you were so
Caakes batter.
excited to answer.
Never had a
Well.
threesome. Shout out to the thrill though. I'm here for it. I would have to say that I've suggested it because I'm here for it, but I'm also here for the girl to be here for me and not him.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to ask you, would you
Carpet
you
muncher.
want the you want the two dudes or you want the
You want the train?
You want
Choo,
another girl?
choo.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
2 girls and a guy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, it is
You
what it
wanted to be sensual and sexual and all what you see on TV,
is.
right?
She wanted to box 8.
What's on
You
TV?
must didn't see the Facebook. You must see the
she want
Facebook snow threesome.
No threesome.
She want the HBO special sensual.
I don't
joint.
have
Like,
cable.
it's not like that. We don't want we want the
it's,
gritty.
it's not like
The
that. in real
girl's
life.
here for me and he can watch.
That's
Well,
not.
you know
She
what?
cannot touch him.
That's not a threesome.
Well, you know what?
Or
And
else.
when
That's
you-
just a
when you do that, though,
lesbian
then
episode.
You have to pick the girl. So in that case, dude, still don't pick. Like, don't do it. Like, let the girl pick the girl on her
Do
own.
it.
Yeah, I think-
and then invite you
I think
into
it gotta
it.
be something we agree on.
Yeah,
You
the
know
guy
what I'm saying?
has to be dumb. Don't try to initiate shit. Just be dumb and be like, oh, okay,
You
whatever.
gonna start stroking that shit. She like, damn, he fucking her harder than he fucked me.
It's so funny though because like I swear I'm fake gay, and then like my boyfriend will see a girl, he know I like the girl, so he'll look and be like, look,
Look at that fat ass.
that's not cool. You let me
Initiate the ass. Look.
initiate the ass looking
Yo,
first,
that's real shit. That's real shit. I heard this
and then
before.
you be like, oh
a
yeah, she do
homeboy of
look
mine
good.
told me that. He said, yo, my girl will point out a fat ass and be like, damn, babe, look at that fat ass. He said he'll look and be like, damn, right. Dap his girl up. But he say, damn, girl, look at that fat ass. She like, nigga, I ain't tell you to look over
That's
there."
right.
He like,
You went inside. You went
It's
inside.
part of the rule
Her
book. He
thickness
must have didn't look at that
and
chapter.
He
reserve.
didn't.
He skipped
Happy
the
wife,
chapter.
happy
He
life.
skipped the
Chapter
chapter.
1.
Yeah, I said, bro, you got. He's like, but we was literally within like 2 minutes. He was like,
Nah,
nah,
it
look
don't
at that
work that
one.
way.
You gotta let her bring it up.
I
That's
said,
right.
wow. So he put me on to something that I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
So what's
I got sunglasses. You know what I mean?
so what's your answer?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, it's we gotta agree on it. You know what I mean? If she want me to suggest people, I'll suggest somebody. If she's like nah, then I'll be like, all right, well then you pick. And then if she picks somebody, I'll be like nah.
That's
it's
gonna be a
probably
never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a never-ending cycle until
Just
we
don't do
find
it.
something. You know what I mean?
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it, man. Just do it while you single. I'm telling you, it's much better experience.
Y'all. After y'all do it, you lay down. A couple nights later, you might be dreaming. You might make one noise. She gonna hit you like, "The fuck you dreaming about?"
That's
Let
right.
me tell you this. I've had homeboys who had threesomes, right?
He's lying.
And then what happened is
He's the homeboy.
he kind of backslid and started seeing the chick
Seeing the side
without, you know what I'm saying, without the girl around,
and
there's
that's
a whole bunch of
oh man,
yeah,
that's
there was a whole
messy,
bunch of,
man.
you know, the little situations
That's
like
real
that.
messy, yeah.
You know what I mean? I even seen it. I got a homeboy. They started off with a little 3. He got babies by both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He shot the club up.
Oh yeah,
Both
for
the
real.
clubs.
shout out to birth control.
So, hey,
He let the Draco off.
do we got one more?
Question 3.
I have one more. Shout out to the listeners though. I'm really loving y'all this episode.
Can we get some money, advertisers?
Yeah, definitely.
Are men willing to date a woman with 6 kids and none of the dads are in the kids' lives?
Bruh. I'm gonna answer that one. Hell no, 'cause for one, they eating all the motherfucking snacks. 2, goddamn, you want to discipline that damn child, and they're gonna be mad as hell.
Blasian says not enough rice in the world.
Hey,
Hey, listen, if you want to take your Brazilian
that's
funnel
you
head
know
ass
what
out of here,
I would
6 is
I would have
too
to
many.
agree because 6 is a lot. You know, if it was 2, 3, maybe yeah. You know, you can
3
suffice. because-
different 3 kids with different baby daddies,
you
or
can still make that happen. You know what I'm saying? You can still make that happen.
she got 6 kids.
You
She
gotta
don't
think
know.
about well, our generation is different, but the generation before us, they was making it happen that way. You know, a lot of us got
4 or
6,
5
7,
brothers.
8 uncles and aunts all together because they was deep. You know, like so you can make it happen, but 6 is a lot.
6 is too many.
So what if she has 6 kids by one man?
That's still a lot, because if he not dead, then it's a problem.
If she got 6 kids,
You have to take on that role for all 6 kids.
and
That's
this
a lot.
is Kells. Y'all know how I get.
At what age though the kids are? That makes a difference
that's
too.
different too. If you got teenagers and then one in diapers, then you got
Y'all know how I
big
give
problems.
up, right? So if I'm looking at it from a different aspect, she got
gosh.
6 of them things. That joint is fire. I might gotta see what I might gotta see what's up.
You might add to it.
I don't know.
7.
Because there's chicks out here with 6 kids that look like middle inside linebackers for the Bears.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love them.
And you know what?
But
It's some out
box
here
might
with 6
be lit.
kids that don't look like it at all. And then you're right. It's some out here that's built like a Capri Sun. So
I'll be honest with you. Once you get over the 3 kid mark, you gotta treat that chick like a late night slide through backseat type of deal. At that point, you don't want to raise the kids.
So 6, if you got 6, like I can hit you outside, like.
So ladies listening to this, and
you gonna use the fingers on that
I
joint.
can hit you between 2
So
cars.
ladies listening to
parked
this,
cars.
and you may be in that may be your life story. You have 6 different kids, 6 different baby daddies,
apologize.
whatever.
Call your box the
it's
tunnel.
gonna take us.
Blasian and Kells are not the accurate representation of the men population
Well, we not.
on this podcast. I just want to let you know that you
We're
make
speaking
flourish
facts.
But listen,
outside of them.
but listen,
And you can't take advice from the guy who wants you to stick around through 2 relationships.
hey, I had a side chick contract. It's still up. If anybody needs it, it's still up on Instagram. Make sure y'all check that side chick contract.
And you
It's reading
can't
out.
take advice from the guy who doesn't know his cultural background.
Yeah, we don't know what the hell
Blasian.
it is.
I mean, it's self-explanatory in my
Like
social
a-
network name.
A Kita mixed with a child.
Listen here. Listen
Hey,
here.
look.
Listen
Hey,
here.
but look, I'll check this out too. 6 kids, income tax gonna be lit.
man.
I'm with Kel.
She can't claim all of them.
Yeah, she can. She can claim.
You can't claim 6.
Dude, wow.
You only
man.
get 2, right?
3.
Yeah, I guess you only,
3.
no, it's 2.
You
You
get
only
3.
2. You get money for 2.
I'm like counting. I don't even know this shit.
You get
You only
3.
get money for 2.
Well, it depends on how much money you make too.
No,
so,
you can claim 3 kids.
Okay, but she got 6. So you got it. She gonna have to give me at least 1.
She gotta give you
And,
1.
and when I get that 1,
my
I'm
God.
You
out.
always bring it back to the mighty dollar,
I'm
too,
ghost.
man.
I'm
I
ghost.
mean, is she bringing in child support too?
That's a good question,
good
too.
question.
Too many.
Because that would
It's a lot of
help out a
variables.
lot now if I was in a situation and it's 6 kids, but she's getting child support for each one of them kids, and that kind of take the load off my shoulders. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
that's a lot
have
of variables
to
right
support
there.
6 children. You get what I'm saying?
How old are those kids? That's another thing too. If they're like under 8, 9 years old, fuck them.
But look,
Yeah, that question ain't specific enough. They ain't give us too many variables to that question.
Because
Right
like
there.
if I come, and I don't have kids, so if I come and you got 6, like that's already a no. Because I have none, and you got 6.
So
like,
what we got to do is when you hit a chick like that, you can hit them in the car. They already know what time it is. They got 6 kids.
Oh my gosh.
Just do the condom test where you just take the condom off and put it under the sink, fill it up with water, squeeze it, because you don't want to be that 7th baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? So just for those people out there,
This dude.
just
We're
go.
not
Just,
going back to having sex in a car.
why not?
I
Why
did
not?
that a long
Like
no,
I said.
it's
Yeah,
not.
you know what?
Because she lays on her back. That's why probably she.
Hey,
she
look,
Hey,
6
look.
kids, I should be able to hit you
The
outside
car
on
is
the
like
AC
the car is like
machine.
emergency. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm getting old, man. But
Thank you.
doing it in the car is like an emergency
you.
move, man. Like,
Thank you.
Mercy move.
And they
That's an
said they're being
emergency.
spontaneous. No, you're
That's an
being
emergency. That's a hey, we
Hashtag
gotta pull
trifling.
over real quick and get it in because that's an emergency. Look, we both. This is
That ain't no emergency.
911.
That's just being
Come on, man.
spontaneous.
Spice the relationship
That's
up.
911. That's yo. Let's pull over and
Spice
get it
the
in.
relationship up,
That
man.
is spice, but like I said, it's more of an emergency. Like a.
I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna jump in my backseat because I got a
like-
coupe.
But okay, so
I
if
can't
it's
get back out.
if it's not
You
an
know what I
if
mean?
it's not an emergency type of deal, you pretty much say you'll go to your crib
Bro.
and you and your girl go outside in the car and do it instead.
But if you don't give a fuck about the girl,
Yeah, that's a different situation.
That's
but if I had a
different,
4-door, I feel like me and my girl would get it popping. But I got a coupe, and we ain't getting back there. We can't get back out. Like we stuck, nigga.
That's why I said it's emergency, man.
I guess-
it's not what you want to do, man. Cramps and all that, man.
I guess at the end of the day, if she got 6 kids, just treat her like a junk and just smash and dash.
You know what, women? No, I'll send out my personal email. This is bad.
Who got 6 kids out there? I need some snacks because I got 3 kids that eat my shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I take hand me
You guys
downs.
are the worst.
Y'all retired. Hey man, well look,
Episode 5.
episode 5.
Oh,
Look,
man.
DJ
DJ Diz, man. Follow me on Instagram too, man. I guess since I don't have enough Instagram,
yourself.
Yeah,
since I don't have enough
gotta
Instagram
spell it out.
followers, I guess I can only DJ happy hours until I get some more followers.
Shout that out, man. Shout that out.
DJ Dre Diz, man. DJ DREDIZ. Follow me on the gram. Follow me on Facebook at Andre DJ Diz Todd. I do a lot more talking on Facebook. You know, I give my opinion a lot. That's how that whole situation with Old Boy came about.
Yeah.
Instagram, I kind of keep it professional, you know.
Gotcha.
Where can people find you? Like in the city?
Right now I ain't nowhere, man. Mondays I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying, on Mondays.
Which club?
I'm in the lounge on Mondays. I was doing Slider Sports Lounge for about 5 years.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me touch on that for. So y'all moved everybody from Sliders to the lounge?
Not everybody
I
necessarily,
feel like the
man.
flyer is the same flyer.
Because it's the
just
same
got-
it's the same graphic designer.
It just says the lounge now.
But in the same promoter as well, same group of people.
Okay.
And yo, for real, the kickback at Sliders on Mondays was so live that when it went out, when Sliders, shut down to move on to other things, they pretty much had a bidding war, man. They had people, different clubs calling them like, yeah, we want the kickback here, we want it there, and we ended up going to the lounge. You know what I'm saying? So
Because I didn't even know Sliders had went down originally until I seen the flyer, and I'm looking at the flyer and I'm like,
yeah,
something different on this damn flyer, but it's the same flyer, same faces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then it just said the lounge in the corner, so I definitely looked at that. But anyways, you shout out your information?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Follow
Plug
me on
yourself on the phone.
Instagram, DJ Dre Diz on Instagram. You can type in DJ Diz on Facebook and find me. My first name is Andre.
Yeah.
I'm not a liar by any means. You can check me and fact check me on anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a phone call away for anybody that got any discretion about this meeting and this interview here.
Me and Kelzzz got one more question. So
Yeah,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
we know you DJ,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure you get paid,
Famous question.
some good money.
Uh-huh.
Can we borrow $5?
Need to borrow $5, bro.
No, sir.
Oh,
I'll
man.
take a
Oh,
Starbucks
with that being said,
gift card.
episode 5.
Episode 5 is wrapped up.
Didn't I just tell y'all I'm getting married, man? I
He
need
need every
every coin right now. Yo, wedding planning is a beast, man. Let me just tell you that,
Got
man.
you. Well, look, y'all know it's your boy Kelzzz, man. Follow me on Instagram, KELZZZ75.
I'm Caakes Batter, CAAKESBADDER.
And the spelling test, BlasianHeatRock.
We gonna fuck it
Don't do it.
BlasianHeatrock. Woo!
Well, look, man. Anytime you got something going on, man, just hit us, man. We definitely appreciate the interview. Definitely
man.
appreciate
I'm
you
glad
coming
y'all-
through, blessing the mics for us.
Yes, this was
Episode.
very
I'm glad
good.
y'all brought me in, bro. I really am, man.
And we're glad that you got to say, your piece on what's going on in the situation.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. A lot of people got me misconstrued, man. So I don't want to be labeled as a hater or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been that. So yeah, people, you want to pull up on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Sliders. I'm at the lounge on Mondays, man. I'll probably have another club gig here soon. One of these days out of the week. And if not, you can catch me on Saturday nights, man. Hot 91, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm in there rocking. Call me up, all of that. Man, I do requests, shout outs, all that good stuff.
So we're definitely looking forward to the podcast being even more popular. And one of our goals for 2017 is to do like a day party.
That
And
sounds
we're
good.
gonna need a DJ for
And
the
we're
day
going to
party.
need a DJ for the day party.
You know who you need to go get, okay? You need to go get the DJ with the best promotion, okay, and the most followers out here. Because if not, your party's gonna be garbage, according to allegedly.
I mean,
so
if they do it for free, we get anybody. That's
I'm
decent.
hoping that we can bring out the crowd.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that,
I
you
feel
know
like
what?
we should be.
That's what promoters are supposed to do. Bring out the crowd. The DJ is supposed to keep the crowd there with the music.
Okay.
And that game kind of got twisted, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, if y'all bring the people, I'll bring 5 DJs with me, and we'll all rock that joint.
Hey,
It
hey,
takes
we might
turns.
do something different.
Let's
that
make
we
it
can do
happen. We can make it happen.
Yo, for real, we can do a Hot 91 takeover, man.
Yo,
I
but
can
ladies-
get everybody from the station.
Ladies, dudes, make sure y'all continue to keep submitting y'all relationship advice to the Live from the 75 podcast
Yes.
at gmail.com. Make sure y'all keep following us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook for every videos and everything we got new going on. Also, if you're trying to promote your business or company, make sure y'all contact us again at that email livefromthe75podcast@gmail.com and just ask about our sponsorship package that we have going on.
Make sure y'all keep following us on all social media and make sure you subscribe to YouTube because we should have video soon.
Yeah, we're working on videos.
We gotta get our scheduling down, but video should be coming soon.
So we got a lot in store for 2017, and I'm definitely hands on deck. All of us are all hands on deck, making it happen for the Live from the 75 podcast crew.
Episode 5.
Episode 5, we out.
We out.
Peace.